Wolves have already decided all 5 of their penalty takers in the event of tonight's replay still being level after extra time. Sheffield Wednesday have nominated a short list of 7, and they include Chris Waddle, who hasn't taken a spot kick since his miss in the World Cup semi-final against Germany in 1990. Well, that penalty save by the Wolves keeper Paul Jones in the 87th minute at Hillsborough has earned the Division 1 Ensley League side a full house at Molineux tonight with record gate receipts. Wolves make 2 changes from the first match. Don Goodman is the starting striker with Lee Mills a substitute, and they welcome back Mark Rankin. Sheffield Wednesday are also pleased to welcome back a player too, Andy Sinton, back in the side tonight after missing the last 11 matches. Referee Alan Wilkie of Chesterley Street is in charge of this match again tonight. Caused some controversy at Hillsborough with his decision to give that late penalty to Sheffield Wednesday, which Jones saved from Bart Williams. There's Walker trying to cut it off, not successfully. Early corner for the home side, and as you'd expect, this famous old ground with its famous shirts and colours, a terrific cup tie atmosphere. Gordon Cowans, the old head, at 36, to place the ball. There's De Wolf, the captain, right in front of Pressman, making himself a real nuisance. And it prevented Pressman from winning it cleanly. A Wolves ball, which David Kelly takes quickly, and the presence of De Wolf was certainly influential then. Here's Chris Waddle. Disappointing to hear the boos that rang out around Molineux as soon as it looked as if he was involved. Oh, it's a good ball by Bright. Inside. Now Atherton has won the corner. Ever present for Sheffield Wednesday this season, Peter Atherton. And they've taken it quickly. Waddle. Sinton! It was a great chance to score for Andy Sinton, and Wolves caught out really when the corner was taken quickly, and it cannoned off De Wolf. Wednesday with a second corner. This time Sinton will take it. And number 4, almost on the goal line for Sheffield Wednesday here. But Paul Jones got a good distance with his punch. Walker. Over the head of Andy Pearce. Sinton. There's Waddle, popping up all over the place. Oh, nicely done, Waddle. Bart Williams. Oh, good challenge there by Emblem, but it's not clear yet. Ingerson, Hyde, have they taken too long, Sheffield Wednesday? Bart Williams finally with the header, and it was a telling tackle by Neil Emblem in the heart of the Wolves' defence, which saved that situation. Peter Atherton, who crossed eventually for Bart Williams to head over the bar, but the chance had looked better earlier. Slipped down to 4th in Division 1 as a result of that defeat on Saturday against Bolton. Still top scorers in the Ensley Division 1 with 50 goals, and Brian Law up from the back, and so too inevitably is De Wolf. Dennison takes it. Oh, Pressman's missed it! It's in by Kelly! You always felt it was going to be difficult for Pressman in the air tonight somehow. He's got to come right across the back of De Wolf, and that time Brian Law was up as well, and the Sheffield Wednesday keeper just never got a grip of it at all. In fact, it was his own players more than the Wolves attackers who got in his way. Ingerson thinking that he was going to win it, and he didn't. And Pressman couldn't get hold of it. In fact, he didn't touch it at all by the looks of it, the Sheffield Wednesday keeper. And what a simple goal for Kelly. It's cannoned off Bart Williams. Here's Sinton. Well struck, good save, Paul Jones. And then Rankin makes sure that it hit the Wednesday player. Well, he was the hero in the first match with his penalty save. And Andy Sinton, the former Crystal Palace player, couldn't have hit that much harder. Nice touch by Kelly to Rankin. Sinton who put it out. Wolves are still carrying a threat to the team from the Premier Division. Header by Rankin, then off Walker. Here's Goodman. Good strike, Goodman! Clipped the side of the post. And with Pressman scrambling across his goal from this angle, I don't think he would have got it. It was past the Wednesday keeper. Des Walker's header got no distance at all. Goodman's quick shot, and he always looked behind it, Pressman. Feel that his fingers would have been 6 inches short if that had been inside the post. Hyde breaking from midfield. Got in a good ball as well. Bart Williams, Waddle, oh, a little back heel by Waddle. Here's Bart Williams. Still in play. Waddle. He nicked it through the legs of the tackler, but there wasn't enough room. Took his eye off it. Sheffield Wednesday's ball. Anderson. Free kick. A little trip spotted by Mr. Wilkie. Now Waddle. Again pops up in an unusual position. Sinton. Not without bodies in the box to look for here, Sheffield Wednesday. Well, Kelly did very well. Has he got the pace here? He spotted Goodman free. Well struck Goodman, and a fine save by Pressman. I don't know whether it would have gone in anyway. It was definitely a save. Well, Alan Wilkie, the referee, doesn't have the benefit of our angle because we were right behind that ball from the commentary position. Good early spot by David Kelly, and Goodman knew that he had to hit it early, and it was definitely deflected by Pressman, but no corner given. And maybe you'll see it better from this angle. Just the brush of the fingertips, and it should have been a corner. Over Francis, making copious notes as we approach half-time, and his side 1-0 down. Don Goodman. Here's Dennison, who's never strayed very far from that left touch line. Into Goodman. Cowans. Rankin finally does get it. In with his left foot. Goodman knocks it down. Pressman had to scramble across his goal and make a dive. Not quite sure whether that was going to be on target or not. Just beating the foot of the post. And that is the last incident of the first half. Wolves lead at half-time in this FA Cup replay, courtesy of David Kelly's 14th goal of the season. And Pressman will know that it was his mistake which set it up, although he seemed to make amends with a later save from Don Goodman. So at half-time here at Molineux, it's 1-0 to Wolves. Chris Waddle was given a yellow card by referee Alan Wilkie on the way into the dressing rooms at half-time for something that he said to the official. Wednesday were protesting as they left the field, but they still trail here a goal to nil, and neither team has made a change in the second half. Trevor Francis has had several disappointments in his time as manager at Sheffield Wednesday, never more so than in 1993 when his team lost both the cup finals at Wembley. Here's Waddle. Sinton. Cross was blocked at the expense of the corner. Sinton takes it short and gets it back. Mark Bright. Here's Hyde. Atherton. Ingerson was in, but it was a defender's touch because it's another corner which is signalled by Alan Wilkie. A little spell of pressure from Sheffield Wednesday. Brian Law organising defence. Sinton will take the corner. Pulled down by Bart Williams. Hyde shot! Stopped on the line! Bright has it in! It's 1-1. Mark Bright. 11 minutes gone in the second half, and Gordon Cowan's a casualty. Having stopped the earlier effort on the line, couldn't prevent the second. But Williams pulls it down. Hyde shot. Cowans who blocked it. Mark Bright was in to get the equaliser. In fact, there may have been a save from Paul Jones from the Graham Hyde shot, but in the end it mattered not, because Mark Bright put it in. And Sheffield Wednesday, having looked second best so far, have now given themselves a real chance. So here's Waddle waving Ingerson forward. I'm sure he's that quick, is he, Ingerson? Now Waddle again. Bright started to come to the near post. Now he does. Mark Bright! He found him very well, Chris Waddle. Mark Bright started his run to the near post, then checked. And Waddle put it right on his forehead. Goodman wins the throw. Takes it quickly. Gordon Cowans into Kelly. It's Emblem who couldn't quite take it. Cowans. Oh, that one was picked off by Nolan. He's got Sinton wide. He's got Blades in front of him. Sinton, right foot. Oh! It looked as if it had cut Paul Jones out. And this angle should show just how close that was. Well, maybe not as close as some in the crowd thought. But Paul Jones had to get airborne. Goodman. Good knock on. Here's Kelly. Still Kelly. Right foot against the woodwork. Fine save, Pressman. And then the woodwork did the rest, and surely now he's made amends for the earlier mistake. But what a persistent bit of play by David Kelly. Here's Bart Williams. Atherton. Ingerson. It's Bart Williams again. Oh, Dennison was right in on him quickly. Just wasn't quick enough. There's Walker, and they do look pressurised at the back, and they need the experience of Des Walker, and they needed the woodwork too then. Kelly was so quick to regain his balance and hit it right-footed. There was just a touch, I think, from Pressman. Into Kelly. Gets it out well to Dennison. Pressman's come, he hasn't got it! It was off the head of David Kelly, and it could have gone anywhere. To Pressman's relief, it didn't find the net, but he comes for this again, the Sheffield Wednesday keeper, and was hopelessly beaten. What an extraordinary night it is for Pressman. The ball's in the air. Well, he's looked completely at odds with those. Waddle. Lifts it in right-footed. Mark Bright. It's in. Flags up on the far side, though. Mark Bright turned, and the celebration was stifled in his throat. Waddles. Right foot cross, curling away from Paul Jones. And Wiseman was right. Mark Bright just stealing half a yard. Oh, here's Goodman. It's a good chance for Goodman. Oh, well struck. And maybe he could have waited just a little longer. I don't think Des Walker was going to get back at him. He's been well found by Kelly. And again, it's an illustration of just how quickly Wolves can launch the counter-attack. The ball's taking him closer to goal. Walker's not going to get there. He might have had another touch and just steadied himself. The FA Cup offering Sheffield Wednesday their only hope of silverware this season. Already out of the Coca-Cola Cup. Knocked out at Arsenal. Still with hopes too of qualifying for the UEFA competition next season. Nolan manages to win it back. Atherton in the air, looking for Mark Bright. Waddle underneath. Here's Emblem for Wolves. Oh, he did well. No trip. Referee Wilkie shakes his head. Waddle keeps it in a difficult position, Waddle. And it's 1-1 after 90 minutes. We do need the 30 extra minutes perhaps to decide the winner. Maybe without the saves of Pressman, it would have been all over with Wolves the winner. But it isn't. One apiece. So can they produce a winner? And will we need the penalties? The ground staff here at Molineux were out repainting the penalty spots while the players were talking to the managers. So certainly somebody anticipating that they're going to be required. It's still they're doing Chris Waddle. To Mark Bright! He should have scored. The flag stayed down, there was no offside. Another perfect ball defended by Chris Waddle. He had all the time he wanted, steadied himself, and it was a good 3 yards wide of that top angle. Nolan finds Andy Sinton, who's now up against Rankin, with blades having gone off. Oh, and he's done a bit better against him. Good shot, Sinton. Fine save, Jones. And I wonder if that will be a key to the final outcome of this match. The Sinton tussle with the right back. Super save by Paul Jones. Waddle finds Nolan on the touchline. First Sinton. Bart Williams. This is Nolan. Waddle. Into Graham Hyde. What a good little effort. Waddle looked up and immediately saw the run forward of Graham Hyde, who stooped to meet it and redirect it. Walker Pressman will have to punt it. And officially we have 30 seconds left before the need of penalties. Waddle into Guy Whittingham. Gets it down. Mark Bright! The chances don't come any better. Trevor Francis, he couldn't watch the penalty in the first match when Bart Williams saw it saved, and he must have thought that Wednesday had won it here. And that's one to haunt Mark Bright. Referee checks his watch, and it will be penalties to decide who faces Leicester. And Mark Bright squandered the golden gift. The two managers shake hands. It was 0-0 in the first match at Hillsborough, 1-1 here. Penalties will have to decide it. Mark Bright, having just missed the chance, 30 seconds from the end of extra time to win it, coolly accepts the responsibility for the first Sheffield Wednesday penalty. Putting it to the left of Paul Jones, but he must still wonder how he failed to score with that glorious chance at the end of extra time. And now the players nominated by Graham Taylor before the match began. Andy Thompson, who has scored 7 times for his team from the penalty spot this season, to take the first for the First Division side. Oh, he's hit the woodwork, and the ace penalty taker, who must have been the Wolves banker, having scored 7 for them this season, has missed with the first one. Despair for Thompson, and an early blow for Sheffield Wednesday as Whittingham comes forward to take their second. Hit it with a lot of power. Didn't go for placement either side of the keeper, and Chris Waddle waiting and wondering if he's going to have to take a crucial penalty. 11 is Robbie Dennison. Sheffield have scored with their first 2, and Wolves have failed with their 2. Pressman saved it. Dennison couldn't score, so Sheffield Wednesday lead by 2-0 in the penalty shootout. And maybe it won't get as far as Chris Waddle having to take a crucial penalty for his team. Well, the ball is on the spot, and it's Kevin Pressman to take it for Sheffield Wednesday, and he scores. Well, that's unusual to see a goalkeeper taking a penalty as early as the first 5. 3-0 Sheffield Wednesday. And maybe that reflects the lack of confidence in Sheffield Wednesday's team to take penalties. Gordon Cowans to try and score one for Wolves and give them some chance. He's got to score it. He has. It's 3-1. And Wolves are still alive, but only just. Wednesday lead, 3-1. And there are 2 penalties each left. And now Paul Jones to face a penalty by Andy Pearce. And if he scores this, Sheffield Wednesday are through. He's hit the woodwork. A Pearce failure. It's still just 3-1. Smacked the crossbar. Well, he's smiling. It's still alive, David Kelly. It's 3-2 now to Sheffield Wednesday. And, well, in fact, Chris Waddle isn't going to take one. Bart Williams is coming forward. So, Chris Waddle has decided against it. He said he didn't really want to take one before the match, and he's obviously decided now in conversation with his manager that he won't. And if Bart Williams scores, Wednesday are through to round 5. It's been saved. And Wolves have come back from being dead. Not a great penalty by Bart Williams. So having scored the first 3, Sheffield Wednesday, they've missed the last 2. And if the Wolves captain, John de Wolf, can score here, it's 3 each, and then it's sudden death. De Wolf to face Pressman, he beats him. Pressman went the right way. And maybe Wolves are going to do it after all. And Chris Waddle has now finally got to take a penalty. It's the last thing he wanted to do with the memory of the World Cup, with the memory of Germany, with the memory of what it cost England in Italy in 1990. Waddle. It's saved. It's all over. Well, it will be. It will be if Wolves can score. And poor Chris Waddle. I bet he never wants to take another penalty in the rest of his career. He never looked confident as he walked up, did he? Good save by Paul Jones, who saved from Bart Williams in the first match, remember. And Waddle, a picture of dejection. It's Goodman. And it's Wolves who go through. Wolves beat Sheffield Wednesday 4-3 in a penalty finish. And they are through to round 5. And with the plum home tie against Leicester City. A little smile of satisfaction. And the side from the Endersley First Division have done it, and Chris Waddle in despair again at a penalty miss at the end of an important match. And looking back at the penalty sequence, it was the misses really by Andy Pearce and Bart Williams which cost Sheffield Wednesday. If either of those had gone in, they would have won it. But neither could score from the spot. And Bart Williams, having missed the penalty at Hillsborough as well, remember. And Molineux is alight and awash with joy.